Good morning. This is Lily Ramsden. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Well, today I've got a couple of books I want to review. The first one is Crochet Impkins. When I got all these books from the library. The library has a lot of crochet books if you live in a big county, because I do live in a big county. I won't say it's the largest county in the state because I can't prove that, but it's one of the largest. It used to be number one, but not anymore. And when I got this book, oh my goodness. Look at that cute little cat. Who wouldn't want to make him? I mean, everything in here. A lion. This one has curved horns. I mean, they're all just absolutely precious. And then they have accessories like backpacks and sweaters, and I think that one thing is a basket. And I just wanted to make everything in here. So I started at the first of the book after I looked at all the pretty pictures, like we all do. So I was flipping through the book, started at the index, and it shows me a picture, and I'm expecting to see animal names over here. And it says body styles. I'm going body styles. It has 2 different styles for the arms. It has a belly style for standing body style, or a style 2. And it's got a standing body style 1 and 2. And a sitting body style 1 and 2. And it just goes on and on about different options. Antenna. Four different antennas. And then going on through here, belly styles. Ears. Face styles. Hats and hairstyles. Horns and antlers, scales, tails, wings, clothing, ornamentation, and accessories. Wow. And it says, consider friends the Impkin. I'm sure you, just like all of us, have seen one out of the corner of your eye from time to time, racing from hiding place to nook or cranny. Odd little creatures of stitch and stuffing, of endless variety in form and manner. So going on through here, she explains everything. Yarns, hooks, sizes, safety eyes. And then she's got another index for the Impkin planning sheet. What kind do you want? Antenna. What kind of arm style do you want? Do you want to sew something on the belly? What body style do you want? What antenna? Ears, face options, a hat, horns, scales, tail, wings. Wow. And then she explains all of the terminology, the glossary of terms and stitches. And she has everything spelled out here. And then she starts with these pretty pictures over here. And then starts explaining body styles. And wow, there's several of them. A couple of standing, a couple of sitting, different arms. A belly to sew on. Look at these two little cuties. Aren't they adorable? Well, that's not Little Red Riding Hood, but it does have a cape and a hood. And what was that called? Hood and cape. So that's more patterns in the book. And I don't know how much this book costs because this is new times now. And I guess prices change so often on everything that they used to put the price down here. They really did. But they don't anymore because prices change. Because people would be going up to the register saying, this says it costs $24.95. And here you have another sticker on it saying it costs $34.95. Why are you marking it up $10? Well, I understand the reasoning. Prices go up. And this one has a mandrake topper, and the other one is a round mushroom cap. I mean, that is so cute. And I'm going to have to make me an Impkin. Oh shoot, I don't know the name of this one because it doesn't say. It just gives body types and stuff. I think it's a Phoenix. Or something similar. I'm not sure. Gryffindor? No, not a Gryffindor. And then it's some that looks like they have pumpkin heads and, oh, what is that? It's not exactly a pumpkin hat because it's slouchy, but it has a point. So it's similar to a witch's hat, it just is colorful. An antenna. 4 different antennas you can add, or I guess you could make them up yourself after you ran out of those 4. Did I just show you that picture? I did. And then it comes to belly styles. You can make a ghost. Look at that. Or skeleton, I guess that's what it is. And then cute little Impkins that have little pouches in the front. That one has a crown. And there's belly options like the pocket belly. Or just regular panel belly like we normally crochet on. And it looks like you make a little apron and then sew around the edges and leave the top open. And different kinds of ears. This book is well worth the money, whatever they're charging for it. I guess we could get over here on the computer and look it up. And I showed you the cat already. He's just precious. Well, whatever it is, it has sort of like a brontosaurus where it has the hood around his head, and a dinosaur because he's got that tail with fringe up his back. And they show you how to crochet that, not in the red and the gold, but in a pink and a white, something that would be easier to see. And it's just surface crochet up his ear. They have spiky ears, round ears, pointy ears, large ears, little ears. Oh my. I'm not sure who he is. A kraken? Let's find a bigger picture of him. No, bigger one than that. We have little Impkins that look like bandits. Or maybe they're ninjas. And here's one that looks like a Norseman. He looks like an old Viking. Has his long white beard and his helmet. But I've read recently that the helmets the Vikings wore did not have horns. That them having horns was just a myth. Well, I'm going to continue putting horns on my Vikings. Oh, and this one has, looks like the same thing for his nose as his, is that his ears? He looks like he has trumpets. Well, they still don't give him a name. It says standing body style 2, arm style 2, face tentacles, and bat wings. I hadn't even noticed the wings until they just told me they were there. But it's the same color as his tentacles. Maybe I would have made his wings a different color so they'd stand out. But that's the one I want to make. Isn't he cute? The Kraken. Or something like that. And then they have different hats and hairstyles. Pages of them. Let's see. A pixie hood. Pointed hat. Leaf topper, long curly mane, short piece mane or a mohawk, a lion's mane, a top hat, a flower hat, a crown, a small crown, a witch or wizard hat, and a wrinkled wizard witch hat, strawberry stem cap, mandrake topper, and that just, I don't know what a mandrake is. I guess I have to look it up. And the Viking hat, I like that. Just had to get me a little man to put on it. Pumpkin stem cap. And there's the one that you can make in the Little Red Riding Hood. It's a hood and a cape. Pointed mushroom cap, twisted mushroom cap, feather topper. And then it shows you how to make all these hoods. Pages after pages of detailed instructions. Let's see, and there, what yarn are they using? It might be worsted weight, I'm not really sure. Was it in here someplace? Did it give me a materials list? Well, okay, it's going to be in the front. Yarn and hook. They used a size G 4mm crochet hook and a medium weight number 4 worsted weight yarn. That hook is way too big for that. Wow. Well, not way too big. I use a 3.5. That's my favorite. So they're using a 4. So it'd be a little loopier, not unless they have tight tension. That could have been why they chose that hook. Oh, this one has a plant on his head. Well, this is how to make a mane. And after you, well, it's not a good picture to see it. Oh, here's a much better picture. That shows making a mane and then fringing it out. They just have all sorts of adorable ideas. And the line mane needs fringed out. Top hats and bow ties and what do you have? A flower hat. And from the back, he looks like a sunflower. And then there's crowns, little ones and big ones, and wizard hats, crooked and straight, and strawberry stem cap. See if they have a bigger picture. They do. Since he's made in pink, he looks like a perfect strawberry. Just want to eat him up. Well, I don't know what well, I guess I had to back up to see what we were making. Mandrake topper. Is that? Yeah. Okay. This is the mandrake, and the green is what they call the mandrake topper. So I'm not quite sure if that's a plant on his head or antenna, and I'm not sure. Then we have one that looks like a pumpkin because he has a pumpkin stem cap and he's made in orange. Oh, and this is the one I said would look good as Little Red Riding Hood. Change that to a red cape and put her on a cute little dress. Absolutely adorable. So I'm going to have to make some of these. They look small enough for me to live with. Because I don't like big things like this. Well, that's small enough, and this is small enough. And, of course, the loaf cats, but I don't like spending days making something. I like no-sew. And this book is going to be so. So I really want to make these things, but it's a lot of sewing. I guess I could do one every now and then. And if I was going to do that, I could just check it out from the library. You get, well, our system gives you 3 weeks to check the book out. So if you can't complete one of these things in 3 weeks, well, check it out again. Your librarian is a very nice people. I can't say man or woman because you just don't know these days. There's a lot of male librarians. It's not the old stereotype of the old maid librarian. And then here's one with, they call it small antenna, but he has 2 different branches, or is that 3? No, it's just 2. And made him up in a variegated color changing yarn. What's that called? Variegated? Oh, and here's the unicorn. Cute mane and tail. Cute unicorn. See, what do they talk? Triangular scales? No, that's not those. That goes down his body. Oh, come on. Well, that shows how to do his body. I think we've done skipped that part because I think that was surface crochet. Okay, all it's saying about the bird is a bird tail. So we can call him anything we want to. So I'm calling him a phoenix. He rose from the ashes. And sometimes they fringe the tail out. And they teach you how to do that. They teach you everything, every stitch. Does the kraken really need wings? I don't think so. We could move them up a little bit and call them gills. How would that be? We'll think about it. And they have little bumblebees, little elves, fairies, and cute little clothes. Like the turtle has, I'm not sure what kind of shell that is, but I think I'm not sure what they're calling it. Oh, a turtle shell is all they're calling it. And then they have vests and tutus. Well, it says the turtle style, the rib belly. Oh, I hadn't noticed that rib belly before. And I really don't think it would show up very well if I tried to show it to you. But it's like, it starts small up here, and then underneath it is another layer that's bigger and fuller, and underneath that is another layer that's bigger and fuller. And it just goes on like that down the belly. Looks really cute in this picture. And this is the one that has the turtle shell. And then they might have bow ties and neckties and scarves that you can add. And then they show you how to add the fringe to anything you want. Yeah, some of these look really easy to do. And I think I can make them no-sew. It remains to be seen, but I think so. I think I can attach those heads to the body. I really hate to sew on things, y'all. I really do. Because like this little man here, aside from the hat and the bow tie, that would be easy to make into one piece. Start making his arms and legs, and then add the legs together, and then start making him a bigger body, and then sew on the arms as you go, then get him a little neck, and then start making his head. Yep, I do believe I can make him no-sew. And then there's various other accessories. So they name them a backpack and a messenger bag. And then they have a Crochet Monster book that already came out. It said coming in 2024. And I didn't notice the cover up here. This must be a 23. If I can find it. Yes, copyright 23. So there you go. This is Crocheted Impkins. I love every one of these. I'm going to make a few of them. I'm going to do it slowly. Don't need to burn out, because it is sewing that we do have to do on here. And we know I don't like to sew. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.